Alright guys, so this is the unboxing of the Mercenaries. I went over in detail on some of the stuff in the box later, just for myself. And so I'll kind of give you my thoughts and of the box and what it's worth. In my opinion, I'm here for the mechs. And I think most people are here for the mechs. The mechs are really good. This is the, it's like the short story. There's always one that comes with one of these. I haven't read one. I should probably read them. I hear they're usually pretty good. The rule book isn't bad. There's a section, right there. Maybe it's not there. But there's a section in the rule book where it says, if you want the full rules, get yourself the Total Warfare book and the other one. I always recommend that you get those two books, or at least the BattleTech manual. BattleTech manual is just the mechs, no tanks. The one shot I'll take at this box is you have all the fucking blueprints here, or the record sheets for the mechs. Why couldn't you make record sheets for the two fucking tanks? Why couldn't you just put those in there? We get everything for Alpha Strike and stuff. Here's the primer. The primer is pretty much just telling you up to date what the latest lore is and stuff. They're always pretty good. Nothing with the quality. My biggest complaint is you're getting people to use vehicles right into BattleTech, regular BattleTech. Because, we haven't had any real rules for vehicles before. In the box, sense. Not in the, there's always been there. But this is how you're introducing it. Why not just use why not make record sheets for the tanks, the vehicles? And for, all the infantry and stuff. Even though there's no real infantry in this, but you have the little, paper tabs and stuff, which I like. Alright. You got your Long Tom, and you got some other tanks, and you have turrets and stuff. The helicopters, that's fine. It would be cool if we would have had maybe 2 helicopters or some kind of, maybe a Long Tom, just to thrown in there. It would have been kind of cool to have those physical models. I kind of wish there was 2 more maybe vehicles in this box set. The mercenary contract is fucking sweet. Sorry it was a little quick there, but it reads like a real fucking sheet. And then this is all the stuff for the quick rules of this version, because it's not the full version of how you do reserves and stuff, if you want to get into that stuff. But it's I think it's a good box still for $75. The maps here are, I would say, pretty solid, because you got the 2 rocks in the river, and then there's another river on the other 2 on the other map. And I think there's 2 or 3 sides, and I think there's only one side where the river just stops. And I don't think I show it, but I would say the maps overall are A+. Yeah, there's nothing on this one. And that, to me, right there, if you're playing on a map for the first time, that's a solid fucking map to play on. If it's a 2-on-2 mech battle, and you're doing classic, that's a good start. And then, add your rivers, add your trees and shit, and then you pretty much got it. And then if you want to go into urban stuff, I'd say, I'm surprised they haven't made a City Tech box redone yet. Yeah, here's the one where the water just ends. Yeah, I think these maps are pretty solid, and they work together when you line them up. I think that's fucking perfect. So you're really getting you can put them together, you get a much larger map, and it works either way. So I give the maps probably an A+. I give the models overall A+. I like the mechs they picked. I just wish there was more vehicles, and I wish there was the record sheets had the for the vehicles. That's my biggest fucking complaint, and that's really my only complaint. $75 ain't bad though for the price. I will say the cards, like always, for the Alpha Strike and all that stuff, even though I don't know anything about what's going on these, I think these are the character guys. They all look solid. You know, they never fuck these up. And you know, like everything's two-sided, so you're getting doubles or everything. There you go, so you see the other sides. And then there's like cards for the rule set. So it's like instead of getting like a actual record sheet, you'll get like the cards for like the turrets and stuff and the infantry. And this is like to call in like airstrikes and all that stuff. Or you could just learn the classic way and put models down there. I really hope they, like, I don't have to be too sarcastic shit. I really do hope, I think they are coming out with like an aerospace just box. The long tom and all that shit. That's cool. I think the heavy transport hovercrafts are real fun. Give them a chance. Give hover shit a chance. If you have those guys who are like into slow moving mechs and they always get like over on you, start fucking around with some hover stuff. You'll death by 1,000 like pricks. Dostal's pretty decent mech. Quick Draw is pretty good. He's pretty classic. I'm a slut for lights. Firefly. And the fucking flea. You know, a strong fart will fucking kill you, but you are fast. The Devastator, for people who grew up and said, yeah, the Atlas is alright, but, you know, it's time to be a man. I can never say that fucking name right, but it's a good mech. And I like the Star Slayer, because any mech that has like a gun on his arm and looks stupid is something I'm into. I don't know why. And the Chameleon at the end is pretty decent. It's cool that they came with turrets, and now I believe they came out with a box for like walls and turret sections. So I think these cards will also be in those box sets. I think. I could be fucking wrong. But this is all for like Alpha Strike and stuff too, I think. It's cool that they're coming out with infantry stuff. And if you get into like playing classic BattleTech and you come across somebody with a lot of infantry, you know, invest in the fire starter. It's fucked up, but it works. I'm not saying it's right. But what gets rid of, like, you know, ants quick. And here's all the different like jump inner sphere battle armor with jump and stuff. It's not as good as the clans, but they get, yeah, the elementals. I love the fucking toads. These guys were always fun in city not is this city tech, urban tech. It's like this fucking bunch of assholes with like C4 jumping on your mech, sticking them to you, then fucking running off. Complete assholes. It's great though. Mobile Tom's cool. I like the long Tom. The mash truck. The Demolisher is fucking solid. That's probably one of the best like all around like in your face tanks. Manicore's good. Vendette's alright. It's mostly like anti-infantry. Galleon's another like anti-infantry or moving people, but the hover transports, even like the little SRM, like the Pegasus, super solid, fun to fuck with people. Helicopters, I've only played a few games with like air stuff, and usually when air stuff gets hit, it usually fucking crashes, unfortunately, just like real life. Devastator right here. If you're an Inner player and you're always bitching about clans having the easy way out, there you go. It's free real estate. It looks way better than the fucking the metal one I have. I might show the metal ones later, but it's way better. I think the sculpt is pretty. He's probably one of my favorite. The fucking face on him too. He looks pissed. Way better than the Atlas. Sorry, it's true. I think this is the quick draw. He's got a cool head this time. I think it's always a little bit like different. My hands are fucking shaky. Get the little jump packs. The models all look good. The tanks all look good. There's some spots on the mechs, like always, that are kind of like maybe it wasn't getting hot enough, or it wasn't enough pressure in the mold. But overall, they're pretty good. This guy kind of comes from that anime area of mechs, where they're all sleek and got the arm and the gun in the hand. I do like his feet though. His feet are fucking wild, and the pods on the back. I think that's like his jump jets. Yeah, he's not well armed though. Like 1 ER laser, 2 large lasers. His knees were a little bit like, That's like the worst thing about him. I kind of like that. It's one of those old mechs where it's like, hey, you have 2 rear-facing, right? There's rear-facing, right? Yeah, it's got 2 medium rear-facing lasers. It's like, I guess you're gonna brawl with them. Is it Caesar or Kaiser? Who knows? But it's got a gauze rifle and a snub-nosed PVC. It looks like a bug. There's another mech that looks like this, and it's all like got that long. They all look like fucking bugs. I can't fucking think of his name, but it's got the same thing. This freak show I love. This abomination. The more disturbing and like someone just hot glued this fucking thing together, the more I like it. The jump jets on the back are ridiculous. Look at my face. Both versions have a rear-facing laser, which is nice for doing nothing. I like the SRMs. And here's the little Firefly. I like that he's got the AMS and you could see it on him. It looks pretty solid. Fireflies are always fun. Run them in like packs of like 4 or 5 at people. Kind of run at them, and then you keep going to full speed and then flank behind them. It's really good. The Flea, the one they give you, it's got a lot of small lasers. It's got pulse lasers, flamer, ER flamer, medium laser. I would use it like anti-infantry more than anything. Maybe go after the little tanks here. The cool thing about these things, the turrets move, which I was surprised. The side turrets I think are glued. I didn't push too hard on those, but I think the top turret even pops out. But you can at least move it like in different directions, which is pretty cool. Same with this one with the hovercraft. I think the all the vehicles I've seen so far, I've gotten the box with the LRM launchers and stuff. I don't think I've posted that yet. I don't know if that will come first or later. But yeah, all the tanks so far, they're so solid looking. I just want more of these damn hovercrafts. The little missile pods on the front. Everything is pretty solid. Biggest complaint, the record sheets. No record sheets for the tanks unless you're playing Alpha Strike. The maps are solid. The mechs and the tanks are solid. All the quality of the overall set is really good. You're getting really good inner sphere mech in this. Overall, worth it.